All right, son, we're on. Do you have any predictions on what we're gonna catch today?
2.
You think we're gonna catch 2 marten? Any weasels or fisher or anything?
Just 1 weasel.
2 marten and a weasel. Okay, you've heard it here. Heard it here first. It's been 5 days. We've got, I don't know, like 70-ish sets out. Been very, very slow. Still no snow to speak of. But it's been really cold. It's been pretty cold anyway. And it's cold and windy today, so we'll see how it works out. It's just not quite, just gonna be getting light here pretty soon. We'll be at our first trap before you know it. All right, cold and windy, blustery day. Just getting light, and we're at the first trap of the day. The sun's over there. Trap is fired. I didn't look to see if there's anything in it, but we'll take you in here just in case. This is the one where I shot those partridge a week or so ago. Week or two. What do you think, son? What do we got? Anything? Is there a marten in here? You think you saw a marten? Alright. That'd be awesome, huh? That would be one heck of a start. Although I will say that I've had times where I caught a marten on the very first set of the day, and then I never caught anything the whole rest of the day. So it can be that way. But what if there is one in here, man? That would be a really awesome start to the day. You look like you're cold. All right, so the trap's fired. Box is frozen right to the ground. There you go. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a marten. I think we had a weasel messing with it or something. I think that's bait. Nope, it's not a marten. The trap fired and grabbed a big chunk of beaver meat. So, couple of reasons that could happen. That could be an animal trying to get at the bait. I don't see any chew marks on. Oh, there's a little bit of chewing, so that's probably what it is. A weasel probably messing with us. Usually with the connie pans I get the weasels, but I don't know. Not this time. So at least there was some action. I get it. This is frozen solid. There we go. Ready. Keep that off so we can put it back in and keep it working for next time. Are you cold? Yeah. It's gonna be a long day if you're cold already. You'll warm up. We got a bunch of sets to run into. So. Okay. And we're back in business. Hopefully, next time we turn the camera on, there'll be something in the trap, huh? All right. Okay, we're at the very next trap. We just checked trap number 1 of 70 something, and this is trap 2 and it's fired. So hopefully we don't have the same exact problem we had in trap 1 with a fired empty trap, but what the heck, I figure we'll check it out. We actually caught a marten here last year. Go take a look for me, son. It's a nice little spot. There's a tail sticking out? Well, that means something, huh? Oh yeah, that's a marten. All right. All right, man. Good, good, good. What do we have for bait on this one? Partridge?
Yeah.
Boy, sorry guys, I'm getting the camera set up here. Getting you all off of whack. All right. Marten, or it's a big marten, or it's a fisher. Whatever it is, it's pretty big. Big Marten. Oh my goodness, look at that. Awesome. He's got partridge feathers in his mouth. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? That fur is nice and thick. Feel that fur. That is a prime fur. Beautiful. All right, guys, awesome. Good start to the day. Oh, it's a nice morning. We're still kind of windy, but we're out of it now. It's kind of nice and calm here in the woods. We're past road. Last time I was here, I had to pull traps out of that road because they're logging there now. We did catch a marten there 2 checks ago and have this set here just off the road, the edge of this area, and the trap's fired. It's been the day of the fired trap and stolen bait though. We've had a lot of traps been set off and no animal. I think we had 4 or 5 of them, but
There's a tail in it.
he says there's a tail. Well, that's good. The tail is good.
But it's a short tail.
Is it a weasel tail?
No, it's a black tail.
It's a black tail? Oh, it looks like a marten to me.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I would say
That's what I just said.
that there's a marten in there. Sweet. That. Yes! Marten. We got a marten. This is number
22. Or
number
20.
2. Marten number 2 of the day. Sweet. All right. That's awesome, man. There's a bunch of fleas on it. Nice fur, big, heavy, big marten, thick hide. Beautiful prime fur. The bait's still there, so we're gonna reset this. Yeah, man. That's 2. We're about, what are we, halfway through the traps? No, not quite halfway.
Close.
So we're on good pace. We'll see what happens the next 30 or 40 traps. All right.
Maybe.
Okay, we are about halfway through the traps. We're in a pretty good spot here. I actually kind of busted up my GoPro mount, so I gotta do the handheld thing. Can't set this thing down anywhere. But yeah, we caught a marten last year at this trap at this location, and we caught one earlier this year. Let's go check this out. We've got 2 marten for the day so far, and we're about, like I said, halfway through. If we got 4 today, I'd be so thrilled. That would be awesome. But you know, 2's okay too for this year. It's been tough. All right, what do we got?
I don't know where that is.
We'll look for the flag.
Oh,
See the flag?
yeah.
Maybe it's another one of those fired trap with nothing in it, like we've had earlier today. The trap is fired. The trap is fired. It doesn't look like there's anything in it. Another blank. Yeah, blank. Huh. Interesting. The bait's still there. I don't know what that was all about. Although I do notice that we had huge temperature swings, and when you get temperature swings, sometimes those body grip traps like to fire themselves off. But who knows? Could also be a marten or a fisher walking on top of the box, jumping on the springs. They do that sometimes too. So anyway, we'll reset it, keep checking. This is one of those spots that I don't really even know why I set it. Every year I set 1 or 2 places like this in an area that I really don't think I'm likely to catch a marten. But I figure, what the heck, you never know. It might be interesting if I do catch one, and might learn a little something. Might get surprised once in a while, but I don't expect a surprise today. Nothing. All right, moving on. is one of my favorite spots. Nice, thick forest. Caught a marten in this set last year, and I see the trap set off. So let's go check it out. Well, it's not a marten.
I said there's gonna be one weasel.
It's a weasel.
I said
Look
there's
at
gonna be
that.
2 weasels, 1 marten.
That is a big long-tail weasel. Awesome. Sweet. That's a nice one. Really good prime fur. It's a really good weasel. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. I'll take that. Absolutely. Seems like I'm getting a few more long-tail weasels this year. I don't know if I've even caught a short-tail yet. All right.
That's fleece.
What's that?
Yes, fleece.
He has fleas, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Is he frozen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reset this. We got this the last trap on this road. We got another string of 6 traps to check on another road off of this system. And then we're going to go into some of the newer stuff we've set. This was beaver meat for bait and long distance call for lure. We're good. Set back up, ready to catch another one. It's number 2 for the day. We'll have partridge for supper. That's funny. A moose walked right down by our set here. That's moose track. So, you guys might remember, this is a set that I showed video of me setting up a couple of 1 or 2 videos ago, and that was kind of that was the location I had. So look, there's a tail sticking out of the box. So you guys get to see this set get constructed. I've checked it once or twice. I think this is the 3rd time I've checked it. And it looks like we probably have a marten. Why don't you back out some so we can get a better view? Looks like a marten. Oh yeah, it's a nice big marten too.
Oh no!
Oh, not too big. A little bit wet on the back. But yeah, so that's good. We barely caught him. Had his mouth in the, had a mouthful of rough grouse there, and we just caught him on the front of the ears. So, all right, another catch. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good spot. We got a marten here last year.
Mm-hmm.
Got to set off. Oh, looks good. Looks good. I think we got another marten. All right, look at that. Woohoo! Another pretty marten. Check it out. Awesome. Look at that fur, man. That's a good one. All right, that's good. So this is Marten number 4 of the day. 4 Marten and weasel. We just shot 4 partridge while we were riding around. And yeah, that's good. We still got like 15 or so traps to check. So that's awesome. All right, man. We'll get this guy taken care of and get it reset. By the way, apparently my scent control skills are rubbing off on my son because he just peed about 3 feet away from that trap. So fortunately we're not too worried about that with Marten, but I thought it was kind of funny. All right, gotta get back to the truck, grab a few things and get that Marten. Well, it's been a tough season so far. Our best catch was 2 Marten, our best check thus far, and we beat that earlier today. We're up to 4 now, and I think we might have another one over here. Let's go check it out. This is a new area for this year. I've never trapped here before, and it's got all the right looks to it, micro and macro habitat. But looking at the micro in here, this is just a really old growth mix of spruce and fir and birch and cedars. It's just all kinds of bunch of down trees and a mix of everything. I figured it was good Marten ground. Now let's see if we were correct. What do you think, son? We got anything? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. What do we got?
A Marten.
A Marten? Mm-hmm. Open it up. You open it up, or you take a camera if you can't open it up. Yeah, take the camera, I'll open. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. His paw. His foot is stuck to the box. There we go. Hey, that's a nice Marten. All right, number 5 of the day. That's awesome. Okay, good deal. Oh, another set that's pretty new in a new area. For me, this will be the second tending of this string on the line. I think we have, after this one, we have half a dozen sets that I haven't tended yet. And then we'll be done for the day. We'll maybe make a few new sets if daylight allows. But I think we got something in here, so let's check it out. We got a kid playing with sticks. Is that what we caught?
No.
Yeah. Did you see what was in here?
Yes.
Oh, so you know. So it's not going to be a surprise for you, huh?
It's not a Marten.
It's not a Marten?
No.
Whoa, it's a weasel. Look at that. You know, this is really late in the season. Look at that weasel.
Look how great it is.
You're grabbing onto that beaver head. Yeah, this is late in the season to have a weasel that's so gray. Usually they're all white by now. You know, they've turned quite a while back.
I've never seen one like
yeah, that is pretty crazy. That's insane. All right, good deal, man. Hey, we'll take it. All right, it's just 3:45 o'clock. It's gonna be dark pretty soon. Seems like we get less and less time every time we're out here. Of course we do, with the days are getting shorter. We set 4 new sets, so we're not carrying any boxes back home. Watch us, I almost pulled the tailgate down. We'll show these guys what we got today. It was a great day, wasn't it? What's that?
We were faster than the last time.
Faster than the last time. Yeah, we did a pretty good time considering. All right, we got partridge.
It's only like 3 something though.
3:45, I think. The birds came pretty good today, so probably tomorrow night we'll have a good supper. Them, we could have shot another limit if Wyatt had was all trained up on shooting them. And then check this out. We got Marten, Marten. Marten. Marten.
1, 2, 3.
Marten. Weasel and weasel.
This is more than we've ever got.
5 Marten and 2 weasel. That's definitely the best check of the season. So yeah,
Swimming.
it's getting cold, freezing right now, windy and cold, and finally I guess the critters are getting a little hungry. Yeah, it was a really good check. It was fun. So hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with us, and we're gonna go head home. We got a ways to go in the dark, so we'll wrap this up and head on home. Take care. Winter is here. So we got a snowstorm day before yesterday, a little bit more yesterday. It was Saturday, last day of deer season, so there's tracks here on the road from the deer hunters. I was a little nervous because we got like 4 or 5 inches of snow at the house, and usually in the higher elevations, these earlier storms in the year, you can get a lot more snow the higher up you go, but it looks pretty good so far. So I think I'm going to be able to get around most of the trapline without I may have to put chains on, but that'll be all right. I think I can do most of it without chains. And yeah, I'm anxious to see what we got today. So hopefully I'll have Marten to show for it. Well, it's pretty. If you look behind me, you can catch some of the sunrise coming up. It's really nice. Everything's crisp and white. It's windy and cold though. It's gonna be cold all day, and the wind is yeah, uncomfortable. But I don't know how much the Marten have moved. It seems like they moved before the storm, and then once this wind blows out of here and it gets calm again, I think a lot of them will be out and about, and we'll see evidence of that in the snow. I have seen a couple sets of tracks here on the way in. They looked like Fisher. I didn't stop and look at them, but getting ready to start checking traps, so we'll see what we get. Oh, we're gonna take a little walk here. I'm gonna grab some long distance call, maybe a chunk of bait just in case I need it, and we'll go walk to this set just mainly because I don't want to try to get turned around here and get stuck with all the snow and everything. So I have checked a dozen sets so far. Nothing yet. Had a few messed with. Weasels maybe. One of them, mice are messing with it. I don't know if they were able to fire off the trap or what happened, but anyway, no Marten tracks to my box. Not too many tracks. I've seen some, but not many. I did have another trapper operating along some of the area that I'm trapping. I just noticed that today, which is fine. I don't mind a little competition. I don't think we overlap too much. They only seem to have a few sets out. And I just walked into one of them just to confirm that it was a Marten trapper, which is cool. It's good to have other trappers. As long as they don't mess with my stuff, I'm fine with that. So anyway, this spot we got a weasel in this spot 2 checks ago, so there was a little activity. The wind is dying down just a bit. That's a nice sign. I was hoping for a little bit more activity, but I guess that's, it's probably going to happen tonight. All the stuff that took place in my traps so far, anything that was messed with, happened before the storm. So no fresh tracks to the boxes yet. I'm thinking that tonight's going to be nice and calm, and the fur is really going to move. It's going to be like, I think it's going to be like 10 degrees tonight, so that'll be really good. Get the critters going. Looking down here, I probably would have been just fine turning around, but that's all right. Give me a chance to chat with you guys a little bit because I don't really have much to film right now. I do have a couple of spots later on today that I think I'm gonna pull the traps because they're off of a couple of branches off of Maine logging roads that are going to be plowed. And well, one more storm, if I don't pull out before the next big storm, I may end up having to use the snowmobile to check traps, which can be fun, but it can be a huge challenge when you have plowed roads splitting up your line. So I may actually, I don't want to have to load and unload the snowmobile half a dozen times. It just take too long. So I'm probably gonna pull some of those just to make it so I only have to load and unload on a couple, 2-3 different road systems at max. All right, we're getting into the trap set now. Looks like we got a little bit of nothing today. So nothing touched the trap. I think the bait is good. The bait is good. So don't need the bait. I'm gonna add a little long distance call just to refresh things, and then we'll get back to the truck and keep checking traps. Well, we got tracks. I think it's a fisher who was walking along the road, and it stopped just behind where my truck is, and it turned, and I think it came up here. There's the track right there. Looks like it wandered around here. All around the box. Well, there. That's interesting. My box is gone. What's up with that? So this box was wired pretty good to the tree, but bears are pretty strong. I see an old bear track in the snow. There's been no vehicles here, no vehicle tracks on this road since the snow. So it appears to me that this was a bear that drug this box off. Now we just gotta maybe see if we can follow a trail. It's unfortunate because we had a fisher come and investigate it that we aren't gonna catch now. So there's a mark there. Looks like maybe the box is dragged here along with that fisher track following it. There it is. There it is. There's the box. Bears usually, what's that? Is that another track there? Bears usually don't take them very far if they do get them. That's unfortunate. No catch, no catch. Trap didn't even fire. Broke the wire, hauled it a ways, and gave up, I guess. So I'm gonna go reset the thing, and hopefully that fisher will be back, and hopefully it will fit inside the box. I'll wire this down extra good, and hopefully that bear's going to sleep now. Should be hibernating. Whew. All right, back to work. Well, I'm kind of surprised at how slow things have been today, given the relatively cold temperatures and the snow, but boy, it just goes to show that I don't know everything about what these animals are going to do. I finally did notice that there's something in this trap, it looks like, so we'll go check it out. I'm pulling these sets. I have about half a dozen traps on this road system that's really isolated from the rest, and I don't want to unload a snowmobile just to go on it. So I've never set here before this year, hadn't caught anything so far. It looks like good habitat, but nothing yet. But let's check this out. It's kind of iffy. It's not great habitat. You look, a lot of it's pretty young forest and it's been harvested, but it's on the edge of some pretty good timber country. So I kind of took a chance on this spot, but I don't think it's going to pay off with Marten. Didn't see any tracks here, so whatever came in did so before the snow. All right, let's see. I see white. Yeah, we got a weasel. Nice, good sized one, huh? There. Well, we'll take it. Weasel better than nothing. Nice one. All right, gonna pull this trap, move on. Well, we're going on 35 sets without a Marten. So yeah, it gets old pretty fast. But I think we got something in this trap, so let's check it out. I caught a Marten in this set last year. It's a nice area. I know they're here. Hadn't seen any tracks in the snow really. That trap has been fired. That's a good sign. Try to set you guys up. Geez, I broke my mount on my camera, so it's not gonna be perfect, but hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. Oh yeah, that's a Marten. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. There we go. Nice. Whew, that feels good. That took a while. Oh man. We have the bait here. The bait was actually beaver guts. And the lure was long distance call. And I had something else in the box. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, yeah, that's good. That's real good. Broke the losing streak here. So it's encouraging to check the rest of the sets on this road, and maybe we'll have another one. Never know. All right. Oh, we're right at the end of this string of traps. Just get the truck turned around off this dead end road, and I've been hoping for a fisher here, but geez, hadn't been anything. But this one's set off, so let's come check it out. All right, the trap is fired. Oh, you see white. It looks like we got a weasel. All right, that's a big weasel. Gee, sweet, that's good. Hey, it ain't the best, but it's better than not catching anything. Got another sprung trap. Let's go check it out. Let me see in there. Something white. Yeah, we get a weasel. All right. Today's the day of the weasel. This happened last year. I had, for some reason, just a real big run of weasels one day, and it's happened before that too. I don't know, I don't really understand why, but interesting anyway. I had a friend that used to fly fish on the Stillwater River in Montana, and he would occasionally, some days in the winter, all he'd catch is whitefish, and he'd say, white fishing's better than no fishing. Well, weasel trapping's better than no trapping. Here's a little guy. All right, we'll reset this and keep on going. Only a few more, maybe 10 or 12 traps left to check for the day. Oh, I've taken the camera down here because if I do have something in the trap, I don't want to walk all the way back up. At the end of the day, I'm getting tired. This is old beaver flowage in the stream, and I like this area, but I felt like I needed to get a little further down, away from this you know, large opening right here. Get back under the cover for Marten. There's my trap. Just mice going in and out. Looks like no Marten today. Well, I set this spot 4 days ago, so it's a brand new one, and I was really optimistic about it, so I just want to have the camera on coming into it. It's the end of this road, and there's a big heavy growth, I think black spruce, and there's some cedar down there. There's a bog, so it's this is kind of a little area of heavy trees in between the road system and water, and there's a nice high spot that I set on, and I did a 160 set. It's right near a bear bait. So yeah, I don't know, I thought it would be a good spot. Maybe I won't catch anything here, but I like it anyway as far as locations go. Oh, the trap is fired, so that's a start. See that there's a big drop down there. That's where the stream is. Was an old bog, and then we get the cuts in the road over there, and then we've got all this nice cover right here. So it's kind of this height of land here. If I was a Marten or a fisher, you know, I tend to be hunting up through this where you could see things and it's easy to travel. So let's see. Can't see any tracks. Oh, this could be interesting. I don't know what we have. We might have a Marten. No, we get a weasel, I think. There's well, something there. That's some of my bait. Yeah, that's some of my rough grouse. I don't know, I can't quite tell. I guess I'll know in a minute. Oh, it's a Marten! Alright! Marten covered in snow! Well, I'm glad I had the camera on. Sweet! Hey, that is just great, man. Yeah, Marten in the 160 box. I don't use those as much anymore because the success rate has been lower for them, but man, that's good. That's awesome. Alright, I'll get this guy out and get 2 more traps to check, and then we're done for the day. Yeah, that is a nice, pretty looking marten. Just a little trick that I did in this box. I don't know if it made the difference or not, but I get the beaver meat in the back, and this box I get it's open in the back so they can see through the box and see what they're getting into. Of course, they got to make this 90-degree turn here, and what I did on this one was I stuck that piece of ruffed grouse right there in the opening. We're not allowed to use exposed bait, but that in there, that bait's not exposed, it's covered up, so it's legal. And my idea was, and I actually have, there's a little bit there, my idea was that the animal would stick its head in there, grab that, maybe feel a little more comfortable, and then look that way to where the rest of the bait was and go in. And this marten, it appears that it got to that grouse and it just kept on going. It didn't grab it and pull it out or anything. It went right into the box. So yeah, that was good. That was a good little experiment, and I may have to do that in more of my sets. Well, that's it. I just checked the last set of the day. So long day, a lot of miles, a lot of traps. You can probably hear that wind is picking up. It's been pretty steady all day. Probably gonna be another cold, windy night. And yeah, I wasn't really discouraged as much as I was surprised at the lack of movement prior to the storm. And then, you know, since the storm, even though it was kind of just finished off yesterday, last night there just didn't seem to be much activity that you could see in tracks in the snow or anything. I think everything that I caught was pre-storm. So maybe they're just waiting for this wind to settle down, and then, you know, calm 10-degree night, all the sets working, it's gonna be good. So yeah, let's just check them out. I did pull some traps in a couple of areas. Still got a lot working. 2 marten, nice chunk of chaga, and 3 weasels. So yeah, hey, and pretty decent view. Not a bad view here for the end of the day. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you further on down the line.